Hi, welcome to the Blue Mouse Knits. My name's Emily, and I know it's been a while, but I've been working a lot behind the scenes on some patterns, and I have 3 that I want to show you today that we'll be releasing in the next 3 weeks. So the first one that's going to be coming out is Garda. It's the one that I'm wearing right now. It is a short sleeve top, worked seamlessly from the top down. So you start at the shoulders, you work them individually down to the neck, and then join for one piece, either the front or the back, and then you work down to the underarm, put them on hold, and work the back the same way. And then finally you join in the round and work all the way down to the hem. And the hem is actually the most interesting or most fun part about this top, in my opinion. One of my favorite aspects of this top is that the garter continues down and becomes a part of the hem. And the hem is worked in this kind of almost like a chevron design. It has these like garter sleeves that are kind of tapered, so they slope in as you go down, so they create kind of a slightly longer sleeve. It comes out this Friday, September 27th, and you can find it on Ravelry or Etsy. And next up we have this super bulky sweater, and I've been waiting to release this one all summer because it's just too chunky, I think, for a summer project. Even if it takes you a while, I just didn't think people would be interested in working with really thick wool in the warmer months. So now that we're heading into fall and then winter, I thought this was a perfect time to release this pattern. So this is a striped raglan, and it features a extra thick neckline, which I really love, and cuffs as well. Now, you don't have to knit this with a thick neck and thick cuffs. I just really love that style. This is using a bulky weight yarn. I used Lion brand Hue and Me yarn, which I found on sale last fall, I think. And I just really love the colors. I think they go really well together. And now me and Alfie can match a little bit with his yellow. So this sweater is knit seamlessly from the top down. You start at the neck, go down to the end of the yoke, split, place your sleeves on hold, knit the body, and then pick up and finally work the sleeves. And because this yarn is so thick, this project works up so fast. If you're looking for a project that will give you some quick satisfaction and a great way to play with color that's not stranded color work, this is a fantastic project for you. So I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I do. And then finally, if you've been around the channel for a while, you are probably familiar with Mossy Cove, which is this double thick neck balaclava. This one has been ready for release pretty much for the same amount of time as Emberglow, since the end of April, but the same problem. I didn't think anyone would want to knit this in the warmer months, and you're not gonna need it until probably November. This one will be out on the 11th of October, so I'm giving a little bit of an early heads up, but I'll make a reminder video before it goes out. I have to take some photos later, so I don't really wanna mess up my hair, but I'll try and show you a little bit of what it looks like. You can kind of pull this down if you don't want it to cover your chin, or you can pull it up to cover your chin. Gives a little bit of like a gnome point at the back. Ignore my clip. I have a clip on the back of my head, so it's a little bit pointy. But my favorite part about this is the double thick neck. So it's extra squishy. And like if I was wearing a jacket, I could pull my jacket over top of it and then it could sit underneath my jacket. That's what it looks like on. You can imagine it would be flat in the back if I wasn't wearing a hair clip, but I love this thing. I think it is super, super warm and cozy in the winter, especially this double thick neckband. So I'm working currently on a video tutorial to go with that, but you start out in the round from the bottom up and you work your double thick neckband, work the chin section a little bit, and I incorporated some short rows. It uses a German short row technique to raise it up a little bit in the front to cover your chin, but not add too much fabric in the back of your head, so it doesn't get all bunched up in the back, which after like many, many iterations of this pattern, we found to be like the most comfortable. I was using my husband as a guinea pig last fall and winter to figure out how to get the proportions right and how to get the short rows right tried many different ones where we didn't have short rows and it just felt too bunched up in the back in order to have enough fabric for the chins. So eventually settled on some short rows, and I think the fit now is fantastic. It's really, really great for, winter walks or just going out in between, your home and your car or whatever. It's amazing at breaking up the cold from the wind. I released one of these last year, and my husband and I both wore this version and that version constantly throughout the fall and winter. But yeah, those are my 3 releases for you. Garda will be out this Friday on the 27th. Emberglow will be out the following Friday, which is the 4th of October. Trying to get it to sit upright. That's this one right here. And then Mossy Cove Balaclava will be out on the 11th of October. I really hope that you guys enjoy these patterns as much as I do. I'm so excited to finally get Emberglow and Mossy Cove out to you. It's been very tempting to put them out, but I know that nobody wants to knit something really thick and woolly and heavy in the summer, so I thought it would be best to wait until fall, but now that we're here, I'm excited to finally share it with you. And one final thing, this one is already out. This is Monte Rosso. It is a bandana cowl. So this is the front view, where it's nice and long, and then the back view, it's much shorter. This one's great because when you put it on, it creates a lot of depth in the front. So it's really pretty to look at, and it keeps you extra warm in the front of your neck. You can still get a little bit of it bunched up in the back, but not nearly as much as in the front. So it creates this really comfortable, beautiful to look at cowl. So I love this. This is one of my favorite things I've ever knit. It is fully written and fully charted, so you can choose which way that you like to follow. And it uses sport weight yarn. And yeah, it's just a really, really fun project. You start out working it flat, and then at some point you join in the round and work in the round all the way down. It was a challenging thing to design as I'd never made one before, and I'm just really, really proud of the way that it turned out. So this is Monte Rosso. This one's already out. You can find it on Ravelry and Etsy, and that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like knitting tutorials or knitting patterns, please follow along by subscribing and liking the video. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one.